Hello, welcome to Breakfast at Layers. Happy that you're able to join us here this afternoon. Today I have Blue Ringed Baby and Kamī. They are a London-based producer, vocalist duo, drifting between ambient jungle, trip-hop, art pop, and shoegaze, merging these forms into something luminous and fluid. Together they create a sense of purity and gentle catharsis that flows through each song like waves of memory. Kamī's soothing, enchanting vocals rise over Blue Ringed Baby's playful, organic production, forming an eternal dialogue between voice and rhythm. Together, they conjure a sound that feels weightless, suspended between fragility and the eternal. Their album is out now on record label Goddess, and it's being supported by BBC Introducing, Derek G, KEXP, Mixmag Asia, BBC Radio 6, NTS, and more. The duo have steadily built anticipation for this moment and have been building towards this in their live shows. All right, please welcome Blue Ringed Baby and Kamī.
Hey, thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming through. How are you guys today?
We're good. Yeah, we're in the middle of getting everything ready for the rollout. Obviously, this will be coming out after, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
But we're prepping everything this week.
How does it feel?
Feels good. Feels slightly nervous because we haven't got it out yet, but what do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited, but nervous too.
Yeah.
Is it your first project together?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our first one. We obviously have all the singles, but it's the first big body of things all together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Also, you've had singles out prior.
Yeah.
Have you had EPs out before, or is this like the first body of work?
We've put out projects individually as like solo artists. So yeah, I put out an EP, and you've put out like a mixtape. Would you call it? Yeah.
Nice. I think it was more of a mixtape because it was like pulled together sounds that I wasn't like. I guess this is the first time we've actually got a thing that we're both like, there's a story to it, and it like runs all the way through. Whereas like both of our previous like individual works are more like kind of sounds we were experimenting with, and like that we loved the tracks on them, but we didn't feel they like worked together in like a
cohesive way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if you think the same.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
Okay, cool. More on that a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I want to know, what's your go-to breakfast?
Ooh.
What do you have in the morning to start the day?
Mine's very, I don't know what the word, boring maybe? But it's always like, I think every day for the past almost 10 years, it's been oats with like some fruit, like almond butter.
10 years is a long time.
Yeah,
the same breakfast.
She's a healthy girl.
I love
the Virgo in her.
Yeah.
Like, everything must stay the same. Organized. Everything. And you're vegan, of course.
Yeah.
Has to be healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's, I don't know, I love a really good eggs. You know what I mean? Really good soft eggs, like scrambled eggs. Ooh. And then like just really nice bread, and then like a bougie pastry or something.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean? Well,
like, how do you, like, what's your bread? Is sourdough?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a sourdough person?
Yeah,
it's because you live in Dalston, innit?
No.
Yeah. Sourdough.
I don't.
Avocado on toast.
Yeah.
No, that's cute. Me, I just wing it. Like, it depending on the day. Like, most times it's just like smoothies. Because breakfast is like not my... I like breakfast because I just, start the day, but I'm more like a dinner person.
Okay.
So I love cooking.
But then your podcast is Breakfast at Layers.
Yeah. Breakfast at Layers. Literally because like I love the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I love vintage and all that. And I was like, I can do something like this. I can also learn how to bake and all this stuff. So I made some vegan shortbreads.
That's so good.
And you love it. You can't get enough. That makes me so happy. Like, honestly, that makes me so happy. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
I want to chat about your journey, first of all. How did you guys meet? How did you decide to work together? Tell me.
You want me to go? Okay. So, well, I think I kind of found Sarah's work because there was like this ambient album that you did, or EP that you did, and then I found it, and then I was like, oh, this is so good. And then I went to like your like profile, and you were like playing loads of jungle music and like bass music, and I was like, and then I feel like there wasn't loads of people at that time that I knew that were kind of similar to me that were just really loved like ambient jazz and that kind of stuff. And then also we were both playing the circuit quite a lot, like bass music and jungle. And so I was like, oh, we should just like hang out at some point because we both like those two different worlds, which like I feel like most people normally go into one world or the other, not both. So that was kind of how it started. And then we just did a studio session. I think we made Soul Eyes. We made this,
I love that tune.
That was our first one. So then I think we were both, after that, I feel like, I don't know about you, but I left and I was like, I think that kind of worked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like we just have also quite a similar work ethic, I think, or like a way of working that really just, but then sonically, kind of like you were saying, it's kind of, we're both experimentalists. So in that way, we kind of like gel. But yeah, we're just kind of, when it comes to making music, it's like very smooth. Like the ways we work are really similar.
Yeah, you get each other.
Yeah.
You guys are signed, right?
Yeah.
What was the process behind that?
So it was largely, I think we'd made the music before so it was like they signed the actual album rather than the like us ourselves, which I think is definitely like a good way, because I have a lot of friends that are signed, you know, and then having to make music for the label, and then if your taste changes, then sometimes it doesn't like match the label. So I think having the music already, obviously we were in a lucky place that like, you know, they know what they're getting and they're like, we love this.
Yeah, it's just like straight on.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of around that.
That's cool. Okay, I want to go more into your upbringing. Like, what made you guys want to do music? We start with you.
I think I've always been musical. Always kind of loved and wanted to do music in a way. But I don't know, it's been a kind of psychological journey for me. Like I sabotaged myself.
As you do.
As we all
do.
But that was like, you know, for a good 15 years, I think. I was like just not doing it and not thinking that I could. So I blocked myself before I've even started, just because it's like you have that core belief of like, oh, I can't.
Yeah, doubt.
And also like not having any connections in music at all. It's kind of like, I can't see a way in kind of thing. I can't see a way to start. I can't see a way in. I don't have money like that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then COVID happened, and then someone I love really deeply passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. But yeah, then it kind of like really shifted everything. I like questioned my whole life. I was like, what am I doing? I've just been sleepwalking my whole life.
You had an awakening, I guess.
Yeah, like, it was pretty big. And yeah, trauma aside, I was like, I need to express myself. Yeah. And I need to kind of turn this around, like, and do the one thing that I actually really wanted to do, and life is short, and and it all started to hit. Yeah.
It's grieving, isn't it? Really, when you grieve someone or something that you really love, it's just, I feel like it really opens this doorway of like you self-reflecting and getting to the point where like you just question everything about your life. So yeah, I totally can relate with that, because that's exactly what happened to me as well. Right. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah. So how, when you say like you had loads of doubts, how did you overcome the doubts?
I think they just kind of like, in the grieving, I couldn't even hear them anymore. The gut feeling of like, I need to do this got so much louder.
Yeah,
like it just
like
got
a fire in your belly. Like
and I was like, I actually can't do anything else now. It kind of like flipped like a coin kind of thing. And then since then it's kind of, I've had moments of like feeling, you know, I wouldn't say even doubt anymore. It's just like, oh, this is overwhelming or something. But yeah, now it's kind of like, if it flops, does it matter? Yeah, you know, as long as I've done the thing that I want to do, like, and if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, like, you know. But that's what,
but like, no, I totally understand it, because like, again, when you go through grief, whether it's heartbreak or whatnot, and you come out the other side, you just gain this like wisdom, and you kind of feel like, okay, I've been through this really horrible thing, like nothing else can touch me. You just have this fire in your belly that you feel like you're untouchable, and then you feel like you can make things happen. I love that. That's really cool, because I've had the same thing. What about you?
I feel like it's so hard to follow that answer.
She just took us to the deep end.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's good. I love that.
Literally.
Scorpio. I love that. Give us the darkness. Yes, Kamī. No, I'm into it.
But
he's like, I just woke up and decided to make music. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I think it's like a thing of like, when it's just part of like your routine. I feel like that's like a key thing for me. It's like, it feels like when people always talk about like going for a run or something like that, like I feel like it's like, or like it feels like I literally haven't eaten if I like haven't done something.
Yeah,
you know?
It's just part of you, right?
Yeah, kind of sort of thing. So I feel like that's kind of where I came from.
So since you was young?
I always just loved
playing.
And the other thing I love about it as well is like just how people get so into it, and I love the details, and I love passion. I love like when people really care about something. So I feel like that's also another thing, like the fact that everyone around music I always really like kind of felt like strong connections to, and so then I'd always kind of be pulled in that direction without even realizing, just by like going through life and nerding out with people.
Yeah. That's cool. No, I understand it. The same with me as well. Yeah. Like, it's almost like it's been part of you for so long. Like, it's just an extension of you.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Live, breathe, music kind of way. I love that. Okay, so what do you guys think about the scene, the London scene, or in particular, the scene that you guys are on? What would you say your scene is?
Should we start with the jungle scene? I feel like that's kind of easy to describe. It's really interesting because we're around a lot of Gen Z junglers, which is really cool. It's like
you say that I'm literally Gen Z.
Oh yeah, you're part of it, I guess. I'm not there.
We're right here.
Yes.
Okay, I've just outed myself.
Why are you millennial?
Yeah,
we love millennial.
Yeah, we're alright, aren't we? But yeah, it's nice to see it. Like, yeah, there's so much like fresh energy, and yeah, so many like groups, collectives, kind of reviving jungle music. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's really good, and I like the whole, I don't know, everything around the breaks. Like the jungle scene's just really lovely. I think the other thing I love about it is, especially in the UK, is there's quite a lot of other like kind of creative scenes. There's a lot of competition and stuff, whereas like the one thing in like bass music and definitely jungle is like, if people like what you're doing and if you like what they're doing, it's like all you want to do is like support each other, and that is one thing that definitely I love about that part of the scene. And also you don't really realize, but like the like competition people think is like beneficial for their careers, but it's actually not. Because if people are doing the same thing as you, and then they improve and they're like pushing the sounds to new people, then it's like your sound then gets pushed to new people, like just through the like general like kind of like osmosis of just whatever's going on, what people are listening to. Like you can't really like grasp it, but it just does like push all of you along together, kind of.
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing that's really nice. And then we also have the kind of like more like guitar ambient kind of scene, like away from the clubs, which I also love. And it's really good in London at the moment. There's a lot of like really good experimental people and like groups doing really beautiful stuff in like venues that are also like shouldn't work, you know what I mean, because everyone's been pushed out of like anything that is like, because everything's so expensive, so people are like, you know, there's like, let's do it in, there's like the Horse Hospital, there's like you know, just these like that random DIY places,
way of life.
It kind of works. But yeah,
do you ever dip into the indie scene? Because you guys play quite ambient music as well. There's a lot of like guitar elements and things like that, and shoegaze. I would say it kind of falls into the indie music scene. Do you guys ever like play Shacklewell Arms or things like that? Do you ever like go there or anything?
I used to go there a lot.
Yeah, I used to even work there. Shout out Shacklewell Arms.
Shout out. It's such a good venue. Yeah.
The sound is.
It's really good. And I love the smoking area as well.
The smoking area, it's so cool. It's so slay.
Yeah.
You can't even get that cold as well.
Exactly.
In the smoking area, have like a little
so yeah, I know I like it, but we haven't been like kind of in the band scene as much. I feel like it was like when we were making it, then it was kind of, we at the start were like thinking of kind of merging like jungle and Sarah's vocals a lot. And then we kind of ended up throwing in some guitar because I just got really into guitar at that point. And then we were like, oh, I guess some of this is like actually quite pop structured, but like I don't think we intentionally did that. Like we're not really, I don't know about you, I don't want to speak for you, but I mean, I know that Windmill in Brixton has an amazing scene and I've been there a few times.
Yeah, Windmill. Yeah, it's just like the Shacklewell Arms.
Exactly.
Are they in partnership or?
I don't think so. I'm not sure, but no, we're not on that like circuit, I'd say. No.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of, because we're still quite electronic. Yeah, we're not quite in the same space as like bands, indie bands, I would say.
No, yeah.
So would you say you're more on the DJ side kind of things than indie side?
Yeah, I'd say definitely. Yeah.
I feel like we're bridging.
You're bridging the gap. Because your stuff is quite experimental. So like if you wanted to, I'm sure you probably have done like brought the guitars in and just like did everything live. You need to invite me to a show, gal.
Please.
I would love to come. It's really cool. All right, I want to speak more about competition, as you mentioned before. Obviously, like the music, not just the music scene, but like every scene or whatever industry you're in, there's always some competition. I feel like there's a way that competition cannot be so daunting. It can be healthy, right? Do you believe in healthy competition? And what is healthy competition? What does it look like to you guys?
You want to go on that?
I haven't actually thought about
I can start if you like.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
So like to me, healthy competition looks like if I see like someone who's like in my scene and they're killing it, even though I will be a little bit envious, it kind of makes me work harder. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh, they're doing this, that's so sick. Okay, cool. Let me do this because now I'm inspired. Do you know what I mean? It's not more like because the toxic side of competition can be like you hate the person every time you see them, you project, you know. But like to me, I kind of like to sometimes view it as like, you know, that's really cool. That just makes me go a bit harder. So what does that look like for you guys? Healthy competition? Because it's inevitable, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I just have it, like you're saying, we're getting inspired by people. I definitely have that. But like also, I feel like I have it more with DJing, maybe healthy competition. Because I feel like with music, like when I'm making music, I'm not really trying to compare it to anything else that exists. Like, because it's just like, I just knew what I wanted to do, like with our music.
Yeah.
And so like, it fell out and it wasn't even but then with DJing, I think that does come in more. Because like, sometimes I'll see someone set and I'll be like, because there's also all the technical side of things. And so then I'll be like, oh, wow, like that was so good. Like, how did they even do that? Like, I want to like take this or that from like the style they used or, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
But with making music, I don't.
And watching, I feel like more, do you ever like go see a show, you get so inspired? That to me is another form of healthy competition. You're like, oh my God, I like that thing that they've done there, or like how they got the crowd on their side, and you like kind of like use it on your own stuff as well. Not necessarily to like copy, but like, you know, it's copy because nothing's really original, you know. But like I also take a lot from like seeing live shows from like my favorite artists or even just people on the scene. Whenever I see like something that they've done, I'm like, oh, so that's how they got the crowd on their side, you know. They had a little bit of banter. I'm like, maybe I can have a little bit of banter here and then, you know. But like, it always ends up with me like chatting way too much. And I'm just, my whole set is like 50 minutes of me like yapping. Then he's like always looking at me like, Léa, time. There's so many times when
we have the opposite thing. Like we need to try and chat more. We're both so
bad. Are you guys the quiet people who
we get on stage, we just we're like, do you know what I mean? That's one thing I definitely want to, like, when we tour this album, I'm like, I want to like try and get a little bit, but we just get,
it's hard,
introspective music as well, so like I can't help but feel introspective when
I know what you mean. And also like, it's just like, you know, when you're on stage, people don't realize that like sometimes we're fighting for our lives here. Like it can be so daunting because like, yes, you want it to be packed out, but then you're like, oh my God, there's people here, you know. And everyone's just like looking at you like, don't fuck it up. And like, you get me, this is why like I always bring the banter. I'm just like trying to break the ice, and sometimes I look on the crowd and someone's just like, you're not fucking funny, mate, get on with it. And it's just like a learning curve, you know. But I always try to see it as like, every show is different, every crowd is different. Like if it's within your persona, you do it. There's loads of people who just want to come and see their artists just get on with it, you know what I mean? Like if you came to see Léa Mondo, you know Léa Mondo, just be prepared, she's gonna yap. But if you came to see them lot, just be prepared, they're just gonna get on with it. It's fine. But it's kind of, it can be quite I don't know, how do you guys get rid of nerves?
I don't think I ever get rid of them. I think I just kind of accept that they're there, and then that kind of, I think acceptance is the key to so many things. But just kind of like recognizing, oh, like, I'm just feeling a little bit, you know, anticipation right now,
when
and
your
just
hand is like
and then, you know, breathing exercises, and I try and be like, have my surroundings as quiet as possible.
But before
so like on the way to a gig, I'll like not be listening to music normally. Just to like
ground yourself. I
think it helps me.
What about you?
I feel like I don't know, I don't get too nervous just because I also love all the imperfections, like with live music. So I kind of like when it goes a bit wrong.
You're like, it's part of it.
It is, because also like I love when all my favorite people like just come and just then it's like feels like an actual show.
Makes them human.
You can connect to the music more, I think, when you've got like those things you're like, oh, like that went a little bit wrong because they played that a bit, you know. And I feel like nowadays as well, it's like that's such a important thing, because especially with like how overproduced everything can be, and like how perfect everyone has. I think like that's such an important thing to be like, well, because like you know, AI could just make music that's perfect. And like, so I feel like now I just want to do the complete opposite of that. And make music that's like not perfect. And then it just feels real.
Yeah, I feel that. And I hear that because like, I feel like we're living in a time now that like we're giving less of a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like we're living in a time of authenticity. And I like that. Because like most times I'm just like, I beat myself over. I'm like, oh, I fucked up this gig. And I can't sleep. Do you ever have those times where like you play, I'm sure you don't, but do you? I mean, I can't sleep if I play a bad gig. I'm like, I'm bitching about it to him all night. Like, I'm sulking the next day. I'm like, this is it. Everyone thinks I'm shit. Like, you know, I'm never going to win a Grammy.
But what does a bad gig mean to you? What makes a gig bad?
Bad sound.
To be fair,
and bad crowd.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know, like,
sound is one thing that I can't. But that's why I have to know the venue. I have to have been there before. I have to know that the sound's good. I will. Do
you sometimes, like, when you get booked, you have to go and check out the venue just before you play it? I've always like I would never play somewhere that I haven't like seen the sound.
Just because I feel like it's such an important part of our music as well. Yeah. And so like if you lose like all the bass in our music, like I'm sorry, it's just not. It's not going to feel the same.
Your music is very bassy. I hear that.
And also like that's so sad. Like imagine just going through all of this effort and then the only thing that you need to get right is just like have a good speaker so that people can hear the whole range. And then you're just like, okay, like why are we here? Like what's
you'd be surprised. I feel like London music venues are just not really, they don't really have a lot of good sound in general. You have to get lucky with a good sound engineer, but I've had some bad experiences. But speaking of bad experiences in gigs, what has been the gig that you did that didn't go as well as you thought, and what is the gig that you've done that's been like dog's bollocks? meaning good, by the way. Dog's bollocks is really good. We're just so British.
I don't think we've had a bad gig yet. I can't remember any.
Oh wow!
Even solo, I can't remember any like gigs I would have called bad.
No, I've had bad DJ gigs.
Yeah. How did that go?
Gigs. No, just like bad as in like just like the crowd was, everyone was just like way too like
mashed.
On it. And like, or it'd be like a corporate brand thing.
And
then like
they just don't get the sound.
Well, it's more just like everyone's there like for the free drinks.
I'm just that not your crowd. Them ones, those gigs feel like a job.
Exactly. But I think with our live show, no, we haven't. We've done maybe 5, 6 gigs. They've all been really beautiful actually. But also like I feel like very particular about the sound as well.
So you get that sorted. You're coming in the day before with people.
I like run everything through my own like audio deck, like audio channel mixer on the stage with us. So then I can do the like sound. I just, you know what I mean, and then I just give the sound guy like 2 outs, and I'm like, there you go, left, right.
That's so good. I need a sound guy because I've had loads of bad gigs where like my guitar was not working in the middle of a set. But
to be fair, I did disconnect once actually. Remember that when the music like something like Ableton crashed. In
the middle of a gig.
You remember that? But we saved it.
How did you save?
I think you just vocalized while it.
You were rebooting.
You're like freestyle.
It worked, I think.
Yeah, I think it worked. Yeah. Because we also got this pedal actually that's so nice. So Sarah's stuff is all separate from what I'm doing, and then they like come together in this big in this mixer, but it's like an analog pedal that Sarah's vocal goes through. So it means that we're not dependent on tech for your vocal because it's just raw, which is then
and you have him, so Lucky. All right, let's talk about your debut album, Forever Chemicals LP, which is out now everywhere.
Well, not right now when we're filming it.
Not right now when we're filming, but when you watch this,
Breaking the fourth wall.
Literally.
Yeah.
When you watch this, it will be out everywhere, right?
Yeah.
All right, tell us about the process behind it. Where did you record it? How did you come up with the name?
Do you want to go on the name? I feel like that was...
Okay.
Yeah.
So the name and the kind of like general concept behind the album is... so the name Forever Chemicals is actually a nickname for microplastics.
Okay.
Yeah, that like biochemists and microbiologists use. The actual scientific name is like PFAS. It's an acronym for something. I can't remember the scientific names. But anyway, so yeah, that's the kind of like microplastics, and they're forever chemicals because we've got them on our planet now, and like they will never disintegrate, really.
Yeah.
And I was reading this article about how they are now like in our blood and in our lungs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these microplastics they're just never going away, and they've got into our water systems, of course, and we're now consuming them. They're just in everything. And I was like, that kind of, it's just a real kind of profound like state of...
I just like also the fact that it's like no one meant for that to happen. There's also the thing that's really like was interesting for us is like, like I guess it's that idea of like doing something and you have no idea. Like I feel like a lot as humans will just do stuff and not actually think about what like what's going to happen, but just being like, oh okay, well I guess I've just altered like things forever. Like,
the cause of nature, like
so I think that's quite like an interesting thing when we were thinking about the album, and like a lot of we also like wanted to tie like we are obviously like environmentalists, but like we also wanted to tie like nature to digital as well, and like it's that combination of like how humans interact like with nature, and like how there's so much of what we do is like just we don't know what's going to happen with it. And I think that's also a lot about like the music as well. When we were making it, we were like, we don't know what we're doing with this, but like we feel like it's going to stick around, hopefully.
It felt right. So like you said, you guys are quite environmentalists, right? You're vegan. What do you do in terms of the environment?
I do.
You grow stuff. We spoke about that a bit earlier. You grow stuff.
I love gardening.
The carbon cells as well.
So who came up with the name? You?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Sarah also wrote pretty much most, other than the bits I sing. Sarah wrote all the lyrics. So it's definitely like played into that as well, I feel. Yeah,
the lyrics, and kind of going back to the concept of the album as like a storyline is kind of like a commentary about the times that we're in, and like we've created all of this stuff without realizing the consequences and the damage that we've caused to the planet and ourselves, and the idea of like everything's polluted now with all these microplastics and whatever, and it's kind of, the album is trying to find a way back to our humanity again through all of that, like trying to get past all of the damage that we've caused and back to our true like pure nature kind of thing. And it's interesting, like our connection with technology has changed so much since even the early 2000s, which is a lot of what our music references, is that like time, like late 90s, early 2000s jungle.
Yeah.
And trip hop. Yeah. But technology at that time seemed so like optimistic.
Yeah.
You know, and so like
futuristic.
Yeah. And it was all so bright, and like it was like, wow, this is so new, and like there's so much to explore, and and kind of we're on the other side of it now.
Yeah.
And it's looking pretty bleak, actually.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, there's that kind of like journey happening as well, sonically.
Yeah.
Like referencing times when things felt quite good.
Yeah. I hear that within the record as well. To me, it's definitely giving nature.
Yeah.
Like sonically, it's beautiful. I really like the opening track, All We Have. I made some notes about my favorite tracks on the All We Have is really good. It really sets the tone really well, and it does. We
had a whole back and forth on that.
Yeah, well, who did not want All We Have as a?
No.
Was it you?
There were two versions of it.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the other version?
Had drums.
Okay, cool.
Whereas then, like, we've taken all the drums out of it. We had these two versions, and that was literally till like the day we were submitting the album to the label as well. We were like, had this one with drums, and we had this one without drums. Both were mastered, and we just couldn't. And then I think we were like talking, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna go with the one with drums, just because we also talking because it's the first thing we want to like pull people in.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, like there's a lot of breaks on this album. Like we should start with one with breaks, and then but then you were very wanted to have the one that's more storyline, like you're saying, concept.
Yeah.
Like brings people.
This is giving very concept. It's like a warm invitation into what to expect. I'm a sucker for an intro of an album. Yeah. Not even just an intro of an album, an EP, setting the stone. I do that with my own stuff as well. Like I just feel like if I'm gonna create a body of work, I want it to just like, I want to set you in. I want to like smooth it out. So like, it was a good idea to get rid of the drums because it kind of like makes it as smooth. Is that what you?
I fought so hard for this version.
She's right.
And then I was the decider. I was like, oh no. And then literally on the morning, I was like, no drums. Like, and then so I was like, okay, yes.
Great artistical direction, honestly. Yeah, it makes sense because like whatever else comes later on, it's just like more ambient, more big, more jungle.
Exactly.
But like you're giving it a moment, you're letting us in very slowly, like you're opening the door, like Alice in Wonderland kind of thing. But okay, I really like All We Have, but I also love Salt Eyes. It's really nice. I like the drums. It's very garage, very like UK garage drum and bass kind of vibe.
Exactly.
I really like that. Yeah. How did you write that? What is the artistic directions? Who decided what?
How did we write that? I love that. I think that was when I first started, like, I think a lot of it came from just trying to merge breaks with like guitar and like, I think there's a lot of like really good, because I've also made some like good like sort of stuff that's really influenced by 90s jungle to the point where it's like it's very similar.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with making stuff that's just like a modern copy of that. And I want to do something that like takes it somewhere else. And that's what I had. The guitar and the synth in it has this like, I basically ran the guitars through this thing that turned them into like a synth. I have this sort of thing. So it was just really warm, and like I remember I maybe even had it, or did I write it with you in the studio, or maybe you wrote the vocals on top? Yeah,
you brought the guitars like recorded to the studio, and then you played them to me, and I was like, oh, okay. And then as I was listening, I was like coming up with vocals to put on top.
Yeah.
Do you always work this way in terms of like creating songs? Is it always in the studio, or is it sometimes a bit of both? Like you send her stuff, she puts stuff on top.
It's been a mix.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've brought like vocals, like or lyrics and a vocal idea, and then Jake's like, or we've come up with
the whole track together.
But then you've also just sent me a whole like instrumental and I've just like recorded over it at home, like vocals, and then sent it back to you.
Like with Martin.
Yeah. So it's been a mix.
Yeah. I think that was what's also really cool, because that gives like variation on the album. Because if it was all like instrumental, and that's what I've loved doing with the duo as well, is like you just having that second pair of ears is just like it's unmatched. Like there's just no way that we'd ever make some of those stuff that we did like individually. And then there was one that I really loved, which was like Fault Lines, where like Sarah literally just came to the studio and was like, I had this dream, I've got this whole song, and like had it all written out, the whole thing. And I was like, oh my god. And then I just played the guitar to like literally the exact lyrics that you had there, and then we just did it in like that day.
Oh,
and
I
was
love
like,
those times.
but it was crazy because you'd had the lyrics of the song were exactly as your dream, and I was like, that was crazy. I know. So I loved the making of that one, and then I do also love obviously the ones where I'll have just done the production, then your vocal on top is like, you know, and I feel like that's like works really well for some of the jungle ones where it's more like sampling based. So then it will be like chopping up bits of Sarah's vocal and stuff, but then I love we have ones that are like written, you know, like so yeah, it's a nice mix.
Nice.
Yeah.
So which song on the project took the longest to complete?
Ooh, good question.
Longest.
It's like I have a lot of back and forth with my tracks.
Oh really?
Like sometimes I just like my single that just came out, it took me literally like I think 20 minutes to write. But then sometimes, you know how it goes, and then sometimes some songs takes you days. Sometimes it's months. Or sometimes it's even years. You do it now and then you only revisit it in a few years.
Yeah. I feel like there was quite a few where we had like all of the like first ideas were definitely really quick. But there was a few which took like just like that little bit of time to perfect. Like with Fault Lines, the bit where it gets like really crunchy and angry. That was like we'd had the song for like maybe 2 or 3 months. And I was like, I know this is really good, but it's still too floaty. I need something to just like gets like
make it more
angry at one point.
Darker.
And then we just did that maybe 3 months later, that like last bit. And that was, I feel like that was satisfying.
Yeah. I feel like there was one for Soul Eyes as well, even though we'd recorded everything, and it was all kind of like complete in that sense. We'd had some trouble with like how to mix the first verse or how to treat the vocals. That was long. We were like, we just couldn't quite get it to the sound that we kind of were hearing. But I think we managed it in the end. But it took a while of like just tweaking bits here and there, and I was like, oh, should I just re-record it? And then we were like, don't know.
It's a process, isn't it?
Sometimes it can just be sometimes, and it's like, you know what, like 5 seconds or like 10 seconds of the track. But sometimes it's the little things that just kind of like you want to finesse, you know.
I hear that. On to the last one because I've got 3 tracks here that's like really caught my eye, my vibe. Salta, you've literally just spoke about this. The 6th track, Endless Brain Spill. I really like that. You also have a remix of that later on. I really, really like that. Sonically, it's beautiful.
Thank
you. Just like, it just gives me like, you know, there's like loads of like aesthetics going on in music, like cottagecore. This gives me like soft. There's like this sub genre called like soft. What is it called? Gen Z soft club kind of thing. Where they play a lot of like that artist Esthero.
I love
Esthero.
This is what it's giving me, and I loved it. This is why I fell in love with it. I was just like, this is giving me that like futuristic kind of like late 90s, but like early 2000s kind of like noughties kind of vibe. I really like that. Tell me a bit about the process or how this track came about.
That one was...
Jake had already laid down everything, the whole instrumental pretty much, and then just was like, this needs vocals. So that was a really quick one.
It was, I think I just made the whole track, and then I think it started actually because I was like really bored, and I was like, I was like imagining like what would like a jungle workout look like as in like how many breaks could I fit in one song. And so then I basically just like recorded in like I maybe got like 18 that I liked. I think there's 18 different ones in there. They all have different names, like, you know, like proper nerdy people will know like all of the like aim and break, think break, control break, but there's like 18 in there, and I just like changed it so it's like chopped so much, but then also it's like and then we had and then I was like, okay, it was like that had the ambient outro, and then I was like, you know what, this is such a hit, like, and it can't just like fade. I like sometimes always think with jungle tracks is like I love them, but then, you know, a fade out is just always what happens on a jungle track, and I was like, let's not do a fade out. So then I there's this pianist who I was just mutuals with called Sasu, and she does like just these videos like with her face blurred out on like Instagram and TikTok, and she's an amazing pianist, like session pianist, and so I just sent it to her, and I was like, can you just do the most like crazy outro, like beautiful piano outro that is just like so dreamy? And she was like, yeah, I got you. And then just sent it back, and I was like, and we just added that as the outro, and it was like,
it's really cool. It's really cool. Do you know what it reminds me of? Like, if I could put it in a movie, it would be, do you know that film The Beach, Leonardo DiCaprio? Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I know the film you're on about.
If you watch the film, it's very much like Gen Z soft club kind of like movies, because it's I think it's Danny Boyle. Don't quote me, but it might be Danny Boyle, and it's the first movie Leonardo DiCaprio has done with Danny Boyle, and it's just like the whole soundtrack also reminds me of your music as well. It's like I see it in the beach, like I just see it so much. Like maybe you could use that as a TikTok prompt.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Because like I see a lot of people like promo their songs with like movie stuff. Like I don't know, watch The Beach. You probably love it.
We'll watch it. Yeah.
It's really good, and you know, DiCaprio is so hard.
Yeah.
Cracking me up. All right. Make sure you do listen to that album because it's fucking good. Now we're going to go on to more spicy questions, I guess, about the industry or, again, about your journey. I want to ask, what has been the toughest or the most challenging thing that you've experienced being an artist in London?
Money.
money, honestly.
No, not actually. That's a very simple answer, but
no, it's
trying to give
money.
something. Yeah, I'm trying to give something insightful though. Do you know what I mean? Like that's just like it's not helpful. Is it? Like, everyone knows that. Do you know what I mean?
Did you get funding with your label?
No.
They did cover our mixing and mastering.
Oh yeah, but not. Sorry.
But not
that's
like
the general
funding.
thing.
Sorry, they fund. Yeah, of course they fund the. I meant for making the music. Yeah. No.
Because you guys already made it.
Yeah. Cool. But
what's the funding then? Do you ever apply for fundings and things like that? It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I think for me, it's like the time that it takes to put an application together, especially like, you know, the PRS ones, the flipping their website and the forms.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah.
I got turned down like 4 times.
Oh really?
But I will never stop applying.
PRS.
You will see me again next year. They'll be sick of me. That's the name of the game. They have to get sick of you. I am that girl is like, did you miss me? Like I sent you my song 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm gonna follow up again. In this industry, we have to be. You have to be annoying. You have to spam people until they say yes. It's just part of the game, right? So yeah, they will see me again.
That is great though. Like that you've got that mentality?
It took a while, girl.
Right.
It took a lot of cries, a lot of crash outs.
I feel you.
No, I crash out so much because it's like, why are you not choosing me? Like, oh my God. But money is a problem. But I feel like in the UK we have a lot of grants, right? So you've never applied to any grants at all?
I've got a few from a few different people. I got I was Pirate Studios resident.
Oh, that's good.
A few years ago.
You got free studio then?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I can't remember a few other things from it. So that was good. So I'd recommend people to go do that. Can't think of any others though, really. No.
Have you ever heard of the mobile funds is not really for the mobile funds is mostly for black people, right? Or people in color.
It's mobile, right? Yeah,
it's
I think they're for the black.
It's only just PRS, really, right?
Yeah, there is stuff.
Oh, there's the grant plan, which offers a grant for
there's
anyone.
Yeah, there's someone called Mina who's really good.
Oh yeah.
She's a DJ and she just posts. She has this account. She just posts funding, things. Because I think the main thing is they're hard to find.
Yeah, they are.
So
So
go check that out if you.
But it's good for us UK artists.
Yeah.
We have a lot of these things. I had a Canadian artist called Stuart, and he was talking about how funding, we don't have many of those things at all in Toronto, and I was just wow, at least we have that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do quick duo questions, and then we're gonna go into the last segment of the show called "May This Situation Never Find Me." Okay, who's most likely to forget things between you guys?
Maybe Jay.
Yeah.
What's the thing that you forgot?
I think it's more just that Sarah's really not
organized.
that person.
Yeah.
And then I just by default I'm never gonna be that.
Yeah. But it works. You balance each other out.
Yeah.
Okay. Who flirts their way through trouble? Out of trouble.
Flirts their way out of trouble.
Who charms their way? Let's say that. If you're in trouble, who's gonna be the charming one?
Oh.
I don't know.
Maybe you.
You think?
Probably.
Yeah. He's very charming. I was thinking I feel like it would just be yeah.
I feel like you could just talk your way out of stuff. Yeah.
All right. Who would survive longer in a solo career? Ooh. / who's the
Healthy
Beyonce of the group? Healthy competition. Who's the Beyonce of the group?
Ooh. That's tough.
Depends what we're doing.
Yeah. I feel like you, maybe. Just because you're very well connected. And you've been doing this for much longer than I have, I think.
Depends what we're doing though for our solo career, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
if we're DJing, I think I can.
Sometimes it's I got this in the bag. Okay, who's the diva of the group? Of the duo?
Oh, actually,
Are you the diva? I feel like he is the diva.
I kind of am, but then Sarah is on the low key. That's the thing.
Oh my gosh, she's so organized. She wants things to be a specific way, right?
I'm actually. It's I feel like maybe it's me. I just like things how I like them. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like when it comes to shows, when it comes to the label, when it comes to anything like that, I'm just I would just be
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we're divas in different ways.
Yeah, that's what
You're
I mean.
You're very particular with sound.
Yeah.
And image.
Yeah.
You're just assertive. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you are as well.
Yeah,
with
I am
other
as
things,
well.
So it's yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Both
Okay.
divas.
But also, I think that's also what makes it work so well as well.
Yeah.
Because if you have a duo where one person's just the pushing force and the other person isn't saying what they actually want,
yeah,
then it just doesn't work. Because then the other person just ends up with something that they don't actually like. It's more the other person's
you never
thing.
all of you to be a pushover. Someone has to have a backbone.
Exactly.
Someone has to be like, right.
And then it's like
speak for the other.
Yeah. And then it ends up being an actual like merge of both of yours. Otherwise it's just like, because like so often in London there's so many like sessions and stuff that I've also done before, and I think it's quite, because I've done a lot of sessions with loads of different vocalists, but then like obviously me and Sarah, that's the only one that an album ended up coming out of it. You know what I mean? So I think that's probably what played into it, because often it will be like people will just come, lay their vocals on like a jungle track I've made or whatever it is, but they don't care about putting their own like stamp on it, you know what I mean?
Sometimes it's nerves, sometimes it's like insecurity, sometimes it's laziness.
More often than not that.
Sometimes it's just like, okay, I'll let you do the work. It's like, this is supposed to be a duo. All right, last question. Who handles rejection better?
I don't know.
We both really
I'm chill
stoic.
with rejection. I'm chill with it. I'm just like, it's not for you. Do you know what I mean? It's not meant
That's
to
how I
find you.
feel as well. Like before I used to be like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, and I'd be like so sad. But now I'm just kind of like,
I like it. I normally like it. I normally am like, oh, okay, so you're not into this side of things. Like, whether it's say like a
just
mag
not a
or
match.
exactly. Then I'm like, okay, now I know more about what they like, and I'm like, so I feel like I can't take it like that. It's kind of like a nice steer. And also the good thing, I mean, to be fair, it's easy to say that when then you, but I think you always do, if you're doing something that's good, then there's always, you find that people that do want it, and then it's fine.
But like, I say that, but at the same time, sometimes you really want something to work out, like a festival or whatnot, and it doesn't work out.
True.
Right. Yeah.
Or like someone said a DJ said they're gonna play music and then they don't. It really hurts. But anyway. Okay, may this situation never find me. We are here now, last segment. What situation have you observed in the scene or in the music scene in general that you want to vow it shall never find you?
I think as a woman, I'm gonna say the obvious thing.
Literally.
But it needs to be said over and over and over because it's like it's always been unacceptable, but it's still happening.
Exactly.
And so just like, you know, predatory behavior, like people using their power or like using their position to make, you know, advances, like sexual advances on women or women presenting artists or femme artists. Just it's just gotta stop.
It's also did you see that thing someone posted about fabric as well, talking about fabric the other day? Well,
just someone fabric?
Well, no, someone just was like, I guess as artists, like we also, it's kind of a known thing that like none of us really go to fabric anymore. Do you know what I mean? Because of the crowd in there is so predatory. And like someone just like kind of called it out, like, what, you know, why do we all want to play there so much? And they can have put so much effort into like making security so tight on drugs, but then like when you're in there, like, you know, you're having guys like just being
it's so normalised in fabric.
Exactly. Well, and there's obviously loads of other clubs that are like that as well.
Of other clubs,
but I think it's interesting because fabric still has that like cultural position, like pedestal, and like a lot of like amazing female artists playing that all the time, and it's like
it should be protected.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And now we have may this situation never find me kind of inquiry. People send in their dilemmas or questions that they would like to ask guests. So we have just two here. How does one get signed?
That's a good question.
I'll tell you guys how I got signed. I'm not signed anymore. I got dropped because I didn't sell.
Who was the?
I got signed by an indie one, just like you guys. But for me, I think it's just like you know, you meet DJs, people like-minded people who are in the same scene as you, and it happened very organically for me. Like, you know, when you're young or when you start music, you always want to get signed, and I didn't think that would happen, and then I did, but I think it's only also because like there's things that play in part before you get to sign. I feel like you have to have some motion. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes people have to believe in you, right? And like the stuff that you're putting out. But to me, I feel like there was things like, you know, I was having such a great year. Yeah. And I came across people that were already in my scene, so it just happened. What about you guys?
I think the main thing, like, if for people to do that sort of thing, is to like just finish things. Because like if you can't finish things, then it's just not, like, I don't know. That to me is just the main thing. Like, if you can finish something, then like then you're just like putting stuff out. I don't think you can really like even think about that until you're like finishing things. Yeah. And like then when you can finish things and you can put them out, and like I love Bandcamp. And like
Bandcamp is the one.
And I'm just like, I think it's, and SoundCloud as well, obviously. But I'm just like, forget like big streaming because it's just so evil. And like just try and finish things, finish things, and just put them on. If you just finish things and put them on Bandcamp, that's the best way to get like signed, because like it's just authentic, and like, and then like you have this backlog of all of this stuff, and then someone can go in and be like, wow, they're making stuff I really like, and it's just like really just like a nice archive. And that's what I like saying like about finishing things is like, so important. You want to create this archive of like how your sound has developed, so then people can understand you and where you are now. And if you're a perfectionist and you're not finishing anything, and then you have this massive data bank for all these tracks that are unfinished that you're like, oh, they might get cited. No, just
put your things out. You want people to see that you are actually doing something, and you have created your own universe. I think like building a universe is so important. Because you want someone, if someone goes on even just your Instagram or your TikTok, they're like, I get it. Even if it might not be their taste, they'll be like, this is what you're on, and if it's what they want for their label, you have more chance. But when you don't have a vision of what you're doing, it just becomes hard.
And you can do it without even needing visuals or anything. You know? You can like, look at all like the rappers now that are like doing super well. Like I love that whole scene, and like they're all just grainy pictures, like lowest effort ever into visuals, but like they have so much music they put out and finished, and like their universe is all just sonic, like everything is like through how it sounds, and like the low effort visuals, and like I feel like that's like again such a good example.
It has to give, the brand has to brand. You know what I mean? It has to give you, do you know what I mean? Like someone, it has to give what your artistic persona it is, whether it's like a picture or like your feed or the music, when they look at you or whatever it is that you're doing, it has to give what you're trying to make it give, if that makes sense.
I think also there's a thing of like, if like you can also, like that's what I was saying with finishing things, like because you can just, you're then just, it's you. And then you don't need to think about like building a brand or building, because like you are just then being authentic to yourself. This is your music, and then that becomes your whatever, like the universe. Like the universe is already there. You don't need to like imagine it up. Like you just need to finish the music and put it out, and that is the universe. Like,
it's so important. I feel like as artists as well, we do struggle with like, I don't know, I honestly believe most artistic people are on the spectrum in some way or another. I feel like we do struggle with procrastination, finishing things, but like you're so right, like finish the things that you started. Like with this podcast as well, I've been trying to give up on it so many times. Like, no, finish the season. Finish the season. But anyway, I'm just really glad that like now I've film this last season with you guys and then on to the next season. And with that, thank you so much for coming here. It's been so good to chat with you guys, to listen to your beautiful music, and thank you for taking me into your world, your universe. And you guys are just honestly great bunch. You are.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Do you have anything else to say? The project is out right now.
To the album.
Listen to the album. Make sure you follow them. I'm gonna tag everything below. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Like, share, subscribe, and we shall see you in 2026. Bye. Peace. Oh, we did it.
Yeah. Thank you. That was so good.
Thank you, Léa.
Thank you. Oh, I need to pee.
Yeah, same.
Girl, I've been